What's up, guys? So I'm actually I had a little bit of drama over on my YouTube page earlier, you know, about this guy saying that he's gonna pull up to my house and shit because I called United States Marines fucking crazy. I meant that, uh, in a good way, you know. Um, you gotta have uh, you know, yeah, I think if you think crazy is a bad thing, then you're a dumbass. Crazy is like a gift from God, you know. And I would love to fucking be a United States Marine. I would love to be that fucking crazy, but I'm more of like an army kind of guy, you know. Maybe like National Guard, you know. Uh, I truly don't think that I got what it takes to be a Marine. I think that I'm definitely not a pussy, but I don't think that I don't think that I have the bloodthirst to just kill everything in sight. I have a conscience, and you know that's kind of why I don't like terrorists to begin with. You know, is not because the government tells me not to like terrorists, but because um, is I don't I care about people. You know, um, I care about people, and but right now I don't care about this aspiring DILF guy because he took what I said the wrong way, and that tells me he's not very intelligent. Crazy is a good thing, and if you were in the military, you know, which I assume that you were, you know, thank you for your service, I guess. I'm more of like a lifer in the military, you know. I want to be a United States Marine and like stay at least part time for my whole life because I love war, not because I wanted free college and to learn how to fight and stuff. Is fighting is just a life's uh, is like a lifestyle, right? Fighting is fighting is like a war is what the fuck I am. That was the first thing I did when I entered in life was I started studying war and getting good at it. See these 18-inch pythons right here? Um, you know, maybe so that this DILF guy could maybe kick my ass, but you know, I'm not too worried about it, you know. I just wish that he wouldn't be like I'm trying to yeah, support the Fed. I it was on my way to fucking bed tonight, and then this fucking asshole comments on my video. It makes me all pissed off and shit. Hey DILF, your mother, you know, fucking quit it. Don't comment on my videos with that shit. I've been on the internet for 18 years. You know, I don't take kindly to terrorism on my YouTube channel. Yeah, if like is I fought through 7 wars in this fucking country, all the way going back to the fucking Mayflower, in order for you to be able to get your free college and run away from being a fucking soldier. And me, personally, I'm just a fucking soldier, so I don't know where you get off thinking that, you know, is yeah, well, exactly. You think that because you joined the real military and learned how to fight that you could bully people around on the internet. I might just fucking invite you over my house for supper. Yeah, I don't fucking like that shit. We don't like bullies. I don't like fucking assholes. I don't like people threatening me and shit. You took what I said the wrong way, but now I'm a little bit fucking mad, you know? And me personally, you know, is um, don't threaten me, you know. And I support the military, More importantly, I took an oath to support the Fed. My grandmother was the Feds, and my grandfather was the Marines, and I don't want to fucking hear shit about you pulling up to my house and shit. And quite frankly, you know, there's enough problems in my fucking city. You know, I got enough people like that. Some fucking little punk like called me out a couple months ago, saying that he was gonna start punching on me and stuff. That was like a little guy, you know. Yeah, he was with his black friend and started like talking shit as I'm standing there like eating a pizza, looking at him like maybe thinking about like trying to be his friend. And he starts talking like a fucking like a white black guy, like fucking with the black like country like tone accent, like saying that he's gonna start punching on me and stuff, like how black people say, thinking he's black. I didn't have the heart to fucking I didn't have the heart to fucking chew his face off. I just kind of kept walking. But, you know, on the internet, you know, is like, you know, I really don't think you understand how serious that is. I've reported your comment, and that goes straight to Google. That's connected probably to the government or something. I'm not going to call the cops, but if you show up to my house, just know I'm prepared, and I got cameras on my house, and you really don't want these problems, man. I don't care if you were in the army. I'm still a bad motherfucker. I'm probably bigger than you. You might be a better fighter, okay? You were in the military. You're probably a better fighter, but I do work out every day, and I'm probably bigger than you. I'm like 6 feet tall, 270 pounds. Now, it's one thing if you say that you want to take it to if you got a this is how you deal with someone that you disagree with on the internet is I called the Marines crazy, right? Which is your problem, is you're fucking crazy. You must be a Marine because you got really offended. Now, I'll give you a reason to be offended is put it to you this way. I might, you know, like call the Fed and tell them what you said, so that I can have some of your fucking rights taken away, so that you can't have a gun. You said that you were gonna try to pull up with your army buddies. What do you need, like big, strong, like army men to support you and like have your back, because you know you can't kick my ass. It's like, well, I'll tell you this much. I'm the type of guy where you never win with me. You could like kick my ass pretty good, but you'll never like truly win, even if you're like 7 feet tall or Shaquille O'Neal. I'm a pretty fucking decent fighter, and I'll have you know that, and I'll have you know I'm fucking prepared, you know. And I got cameras on my house. I got a 22 with a 27 round magazine in my fucking closet. And I don't want to hear shit on my videos from you ever again. Quite frankly, I'm not sure if you're blocked, but your comment is just gone. Don't be commenting on my videos with retarded shit. Because if you come in my house, if you make it past my front door, I will fucking eat you. And that's just my policy for people for threats on my YouTube channel is I'm not the type of guy to like say the wrong thing. I don't hold the wrong opinions, and I don't say the wrong thing. And quite frankly, you know, I'm no mind reader or anything, but usually, you know, it's little fucking guys that like to start drama like that. I'm very much in the community, and you know, every time it's never a fucking big guy like starting problems. It's always a fucking little guy, especially like, you know, one thing I can't stand is former military. One thing I can't stand is former military, like thinking that they're tough now, you know. Former military thinking that they're tough now and that they got it like that to talk to me, to talk to people like that. That's not what America represents as a military family and as a Fed. That's not what we stand for. We're not bullies. If you really got a problem with somebody, you know, take it to the turf. You know, I mean, bro, like I've been to the psych ward, dude. I'm really not scared to go back. You know, I welcome it. Don't come to my house. Don't talk to me like that on the internet. I mean, I'm a man. You're a man. You have balls. You have balls of fucking gold. Cause like threatening to pull up with your friends is some fucking pussy shit. I got friends too. Odell. My boyfriend is black and he'll kick your ass. I'm just kidding. That's what white girls say. Hey, you probably. I bet aspiring DILF is like actually a fucking white girl. I bet he's a female pretending to be a man. See, now I gave you a reason to be fucking mad. I said Marines are crazy because, well, they fucking are. I bet you were a fucking Marine, you idiot. Don't comment on my videos with that bullshit. As quite frankly, that shit bothers me more than it scares me. Okay, I'm not scared to die. I'm born in 9/11 generation. Okay, and if you pull up with your guns, because you don't really win in a fight with me. Not anybody, not even fucking Godzilla doesn't win in a fight with me. You know, and is in my community, I have to deal with assholes all fucking day. Every now and then I have to whoop some fucking ass, and I've only lost, 2 fights out of like 9 or 11 fights in my life, I'm pretty confident that, just because you were in the fucking army doesn't mean you're a fucking tough guy now. I believe that, that you're pretty tough, but me and what my family has built has made you that way. So you respect that, or I call my friends and have your fucking ass taken to fucking jail for leaving that comment on my video. Now, if you support the Fed and if you support the military, it's like, I'm sorry if I misunderstood your comment. I would love to have you over my house for dinner. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I love the military, I just don't, like, yeah, I take that as a threat, I take that as a threat, I interpreted that as almost like a fucking threat. All I did was say that Marines are fucking crazy, and, to me, like, I'm crazy. I love being fucking crazy, but me, I really am more of like an army kind of guy, I choose to be like a good person, and we know that Marines are not like, good fucking people, nah, man, like, don't be leaving fucking comments on my YouTube videos, like, talking about how you're gonna pull up to my house and shit. I'll be on this rant all night long, because I think in this case I'm representing all of the internet influencers when I say, like, it's hard enough being, like, fucking, like, trying to do something you're passionate about for a living, let alone getting threatened over the fucking comment section when you can't even see who they are. And for all you know, it might be the fucking feds, I could have your ass put in like a fucking prison cell just for saying that shit over the internet, and maybe I can, maybe I can't, who knows? What's it to ya? But I support the military. I acknowledge the possibility that you meant that in a positive way. But, you know, anybody and everybody, if you fucking, like, fuck with me like that, I'm not only gonna, have a firm response to that, you know, something's gonna happen to you, man. I don't take threats lightly, and, I think that, you know, you know, let's talk about, something lighter, you know. Fucking, speaking of military, you know, been like on the phone with the United States Marines for like 13 years now, trying to be a United States Marine, and they won't let me join because I take medication. I've been trying to get like a waiver that the rules, you know, rules is rules. Corporate culture, you know, is fucking bullshit. Because I think I'd make great like special forces, you know. Me being like a sharpshooter, you know, I'm like a sharpshooter. One of my first toys in my life was a BB gun. A lot of these motherfuckers that join the military really do just like join to get like free college and like tuition, you know, their tuition and their fucking they get like special like grants for housing and shit, and like they get like a pension and like all these benefits, when really like it war should be like is like a passion sport for me. I like killing assholes more than I like fucking bitches. Okay, people join the military as like people sitting in the house thinking that it's gonna help them get laid when they get out of the military, and maybe that's true, as I get, you know, I do well for myself, you know, and I didn't need to join the military to do that. I understand what it's like to be 16 years old sitting in the. It's like I'm just dissing them, just to be a dick back, but don't talk and threaten me over comments, or you will be met with a firm response. Especially like you know, if you like especially hurt me in real life, there will be like legal action taken against you, you know. It's just that, quite frankly, I'm not like some kind of chump or nothing. It's just, you know, uh, if you I don't, my thing is I don't go around like pissing people off. I don't hold negative beliefs, and I don't talk shit. I'm never the one to start shit, but always the one to finish it. And hey, man, uh, if you're my brother, and if you, you know, want to really actually just come over and hang out, you know, I would love to have you over. We can meet like downtown. Maybe not my fucking house, but we can meet like, you know, downtown, you know, like get some like dinner, like some Chipotle or something. But I'd rather not, because I don't really meet people off the internet. I met my baby's mama off the internet, and she's a fucking worthless cunt. And I hope she fucking burns in hell. And but yeah, I mean, yeah, I love the military. I support the military. But I don't. If that was a threat, is no, I really don't fuck around, and don't be on my YouTube page anymore. I don't know. You know, I'm just over here like trying to live my life, trying to like do something I'm passionate about, and people taking what I say the wrong way. And, you know, from this day forward, you know, people will know that I don't fuck around, you know. Fuck around with that fuck around bullshit on my YouTube comments. you better fucking come up with something better than that if you hate me, because I'm never gonna give you a reason to hate me. I'm not a very hateable kind of guy. Maybe so that I don't like terrorists, communists, assholes, devils, I don't like snitches, is like, speaking of snitching, let's refer back to the comment I made earlier about legal action taken against someone who tries to hurt me in my life. Yeah, well, it's like, I don't start shit with people. So, if somehow, because I'm like the most badass motherfucker in the world, right? Well, I'm not lying to you, man. Maybe one of them, but is like, if, for example, if this fucking guy who is like a military trained, like, fucking person couldn't even probably, like, is like, is I train like some boxing and like some MMA and stuff like that, and I do like a lot of push-ups and like bodybuilding and stuff. Is like, yeah, you could win the fight. You could like win the fight, but there's no like war with me, You're just like, I just fucking don't really. Is one thing about war is you don't lose. You want to make it so that you never really lose, at least like if in like that's one thing you don't want to be, is like a fucking loser, A lot of like twerps join the military thinking that the military is going to make a man out of them, and they wind up learning how to fight and just be like a faggot with a little bit of muscle and stuff. And the same faggot, but with a little bit of like fighting ability. Like little guys like to start shit. I swear to God, I see it everywhere in society. It's always like some guy who's like 5'7", like less is. And all that does, my friend, is make you a fucking bully, And like, me, personally, I'm not a fucking bully, I stand up for people who get bullied, And as I look around at society, can't too many people, I think, really take me, You gotta be like pretty fucking good to really like whoop my ass, Doesn't really work that way with me. Like, I honor the military, and I pretty much realize that a military trained person could probably kick my ass, but it's like, if that was a threat or an invitation to have an honest, friendly gathering of like, pigs, war pigs, like you and me, then whichever one it is, cool, I guess like, I'd love to have dinner with, or we could like maybe not do that, honestly, if you think about like it this way, maybe just perhaps like I don't want to invite like the possibility to have something bad happen to me. As the more times you do that, the more times you, obviously, if success is a matter of taking a chance at the roulette wheel enough times so that eventually you succeed, getting your ass kicked or having something bad happen to you or getting stabbed or getting like shot or kidnapped is like another one of those roulette wheel kind of things that I don't like to invite into my life. Quite frankly, between you and me, got nothing against the military, but I'm not scared of you, man. You know, it's like roll up, roll up, roll up. And see, me, since you want to be like a bully on the internet, you know, and now that you got a little bit of muscle, you want to be like a fucking badass and like try to like fight people and stuff. I'll put it to you this way. I got cameras on my house, but I'll put it to you this way. If you come to my house, the police will check the cameras if you win. And if you lose, you'll just be lunch. Don't say that shit on my YouTube channel.